We can use rates as a way to compare two things. And this can help us to make better decisions as far as what size package of laundry detergent we should buy so that we aren't spending as much money. And we use unit rate to help us with this. Let's take, for example, this situation where we have a 12-pack of Orange Crush, 12-pack, that is $3, and a 6-pack, that's $1.75. We want to figure out which one is the better value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my workspace in half here. And I'm first going to focus on this 12-pack of Orange Crush. I'm going to set up my proportion. And I'm going to compare the number of items in the package with the cost. So in this case, we have a 12-pack that's going to cost $3. We need to know how much it's going to cost us for one soda. Yesterday, we talked about how rates are a comparison using division, and that's the case. Like if we use this method, we know that we are going to have to divide 12 by 12 in order to get to 1. So that means that we're going to have to take 3 and also divide it by 12. So I'm going to do that up here. I'm going to take 3. I'm going to divide by 12. I know I'm going to have to add a decimal and a 0. It will go in twice, which is 24. Subtract, and I have 6 left, so I'm going to keep going. 60 divided by 12 then is 5. So that means that it is going to cost me 25 cents for a can of soda using the 12-pack. So now we're going to compare that to how much it would cost with the 6-pack. So I'm going to set my proportion up exactly the same. The number of cans of soda to the cost. There are 6 cans for $1.75. I need to know how much it's going to cost me for 1 can. So again, I'm going to be dividing by 6. So let me take the $1.75, come up here, and I'm going to divide by 6. Let me put my little decimal up here. 17 divided by 6 would be 2. So that's 12. Subtract, and I now have 55 cents, so that would be 9. Would be 54, 1, add my 0, 1. And I'm actually going to stop here. Even though I still have a number left over, I'm going to stop because I know that with money, we always have 2 digits behind the decimal. And so when I round here, this is going to round to 29 cents. And so that's as far as I need to know to be able to make my comparison. So in the 12-pack, each can of soda is 25 cents. In the 6-pack, each can of soda is 29 cents. So that tells me that the better value is the 12-pack. We can also use unit rate to compare the speed of objects. In this situation, I've got Hunter, who jogs 4 miles in 30 minutes, and Ryan, who jogs 7 miles in 48 minutes. I need to figure out who jogs the fastest. So I'm going to divide my workspace in half again. This will be the side where I work out Hunter, and this will be the side where I work out Ryan. I'm going to set up my proportion, and in this case, I know that I am comparing miles and minutes. So I have miles to minutes. Hunter goes 4 miles in 30 minutes. I want to figure out how long it takes him to jog 1 mile. So I'm going to use division. I'm going to have to divide by 4 in this situation. So I'm going to take 30, divide by 4. It's going to go in 7 times. 28, I have 2. I'm going to add that decimal and a 0. And I end up with 7.5. So it's going to take him 7.5 minutes, so 7.5 minutes, 7 minutes and 30 seconds in order to jog his mile. Let's look at Ryan, see if he's any faster. So I've got miles to minutes again, and in his situation, it's 7 miles in 48 minutes, so I need to know for 1 mile. So I'm going to divide by 7. So let me take this 48. I'm going to divide by 7. Let's see, that would be 6, which is 42, which means I have 6 left over. Add my decimal and bring it down. That's going to be 8. So let's see, I have it to 4 now. So that will be times 5, which is 35. And I can stop here because here I can see it's going to take, I'm going to round so that I have the same amount of digits as I do for Hunter. So 6.9 minutes, so not quite 7 minutes. When we're talking about running, we're talking about quickness. So the faster that you run a mile, the faster you are. So we're looking for the lower number. So in that case, it's going to be Ryan. So Ryan will be the faster jogger.